So I just got back from the auction, just dropping it off. The auction's not until Saturday, like I was telling you in my last video. Someone sent me an interesting video of some history of, a little bit, well, not necessarily history of silver, but history of whatever it is at the time, where they call it a bull stock chart graph. And it goes up and then comes back down and then it goes back up. And he thinks that silver is into that move right now, or in some portion of it. Long story short is, no matter how far they try to drive the price down on silver, more people just go out and buy it. And I thought about something interesting, and I think he ends the video with this statement. As we all have seen, JP Morgan got out of the commodities business back when the whistle was blown on them, and decided we're going to open up some warehousing facilities for gold and silver, namely silver. And when you look at the SLV and a lot of other entities that supposedly have silver, they store it in some privately secure warehouse, which just so happens to mostly be JP Morgan. So if the crap hits the fan on the paper market, everything gets destroyed. Silver specifically, forget the other part of the market. Silver, again, SLV goes away. JP Morgan can simply say, well, the silver was in our warehouse anyways, so we went ahead and bought it from them when they closed down the SLV, because the market took a massive dump today and they reserved the right to do that. So we just went ahead, since we already had the warehousing facilities, to buy up all that silver. In other words, JP Morgan, which is on one hand shorting the market, and as old Blythe Master said, oh, we're doing this for our clients, not for us, not for the government, for our clients. Oh, okay. Nonetheless, they are shorting the market. So if you were shorting the market in anything, coffee beans, oil, would you on the back end be holding the rest of the world's, or most of the world's, physical supply that they back those trades with? Let's say on coffee beans, would you be having a warehouse full of coffee beans for other entities, other clients, whatever? Meanwhile, you're shorting that particular market? Can you not see this? They are hoarding that silver, what little they may even have, by the way, which certainly isn't what the freaking SLV claims to have. You know, there's 9,600 tons. BS, no way they have that. But they do have something, and it's enough to put out the little fires here and there whenever they need to use it. And again, don't be surprised if one serial number on one item, bar or whatever, belongs to someone for the SLV, and another one belongs to some, you know, some other entity, and another one belongs to, and not when I say another one, I'm not saying that right. The same bar with the same serial number belongs to somebody else, and then somebody else. That's another trick that they like to pull in the banking world. You know, they claim, yeah, you bought a bar from us, and we have it stored in our secure location. Or, you know, you got 30 giant bars, 1,000-ounce bars. We've got them here. There's got a serial number, they're private, whatever, they're yours. And then they sold another 30 of those 1,000-ounce bars, silver, to some other entity, but they actually didn't go and buy the silver. They used the first amount of silver for the first guy and say, oh, no, these are yours, here you go. And when this all goes down, you'll find all those accounting errors. We had numerous accounting errors. Numerous accounting errors. And somehow, we don't know how this happened, but somehow this same silver or gold bars and, you know, stashes we had for each individual customers that were guaranteed to that customer, they paid for it, by the way. Somehow it was, the records got crossed and more than one people own it, and we're gonna have to work that out. Or we'll just pay you what you paid us long ago when we did this, since we don't have the physical goods. And now that the price has skyrocketed, you'll still be okay because you got your money back. That's probably the way they're going to think. But in this video, he covers a lot of reasons why, no matter how far they push silver down right now, and as we saw last week, I did the video on Friday on how the CME group was getting ready to push a 35% margin hike across the board of all commodities. You want to talk about Black Monday? It would have been here today. I'd be doing the video right now saying, yeah, told you about my video last week, the CME group, this is what they just did. And they'd be pushing silver down and all commodities way down. But a lot of people cried foul to the CME Group, and they got an extension to not have to implement that 35% margin hike until 90 days from now, which basically set your calendars for the end of July. And then you can figure out if you want to sell your silver or not, then to get ready for that 35% implementation rule, which is going to knock the prices down of everything, and then go back and buy back into the market. But as we've seen, the CME Group, JP Morgan and friends, they weren't happy with that, so they're still pushing down gold and silver today a little bit. Now, it's not, last time I looked, it was only 20 cents. It was down 40 cents, 43. It's only down 21 cents as of this video, right this second. Gold's like down a couple dollars or something. It's not even really moving. Meanwhile, other things out there are not doing too well. So I'm going to link this video to you because he brings up a lot of very good points and history with cycles. And it is these cycles that are important. And if you believe in cycles, which you should, because history is based off of cycles, it is cycles, then you'll know no matter how far they push down on silver, no matter how far it hurts your gut, if you were in at 30 bucks, 40 bucks, wherever you were in at, and you're like, God, I gotta wait for this even longer. Oh man, I can't take this anymore, I gotta sell. If you can't take it, I already told you long ago, stop subscribing to me, because I'm here for long term. I'm here after they crash the prices down. We all go and scoop it up even more than we thought they could do, you know, could push it down. Then we go scoop up more, and then we go to that other side of the cup that he's talking about. It's going down, $20 silver, $15 silver, oh my God. Then we go and buy a crap load, and then it starts spiking. That's when they lose control of the paper markets. And they're going to crash those markets. They have to, they have no choice. Why? Because it's a cycle. Nothing can just go straight up and keep going up. Prosperity for everybody forever. Doesn't happen. They don't teach you that in school, and especially in any kind of economic school. They don't want to teach you that, because then you'd say, well, why the hell should I invest in anything? Because you never know when the next big hit's going to come, and I'd hate to get $100,000 in my account ready to retire on, and then this kind of crap happens from 2008, 2009, and present, and I'm stuck losing all of it because of this crap. I might as well take my money and do something else with it. Well, we can't have that, because if everyone thinks that way, then no one's going to invest in the Ponzi schemes. No one's going to invest in the bank or garbage. Can't have that. So we got to tell everyone and teach them in school even, and teach economics professors to teach that paper money, paper assets, paper stocks, that's where we're going. Sooner or later, and it's going to be much sooner, by the way, than later, people will realize, as Lindsay said, Lindsay Williams, if it's written on a piece of paper, it is not worth the paper it's printed on. I don't care what promises it says. I don't care if you were guaranteed anything. A guarantee is just a piece of paper that can be bankrupted out of. Unless it's a student loan. And unfortunately, it's you, the student, who gets screwed on that end because you can't get out of it. Man, that's too bad, isn't it? Incredible. So anyways, I'm going to link this video. Watch it. It's not that long, maybe 10 minutes or so. I don't remember. But it's really good. 10 or 20 minutes, somewhere around there. And it brings up a lot of good points, some things you may have never heard. And if you understand what he's talking about, which you should, it's pretty easy to follow. You will come to the same conclusion that I am, which I don't care what they do to the price of silver. Every time they knock it down, I'm going to buy more. So anyways, take care.